Hi, we are pleased to introduce best free video editing software for Windows and Mac. Software number 1, iMovie. This entry almost goes without saying. If you're a Mac user, you're probably already familiar with iMovie. Even if you don't use Macs, you've at least heard of this famous software. Although professional editors turn their nose up at iMovie, it's an excellent free option for amateur filmmakers. Although you won't find many feature films edited entirely in iMovie, a documentary titled Tarnation that premiered in 2004 at Sundance is an exception. You will find plenty of videos on YouTube, Vimeo and other websites. The reason this is one of the best video editing options for Macs is that it's 100% free and comes bundled with your Mac. It's also easy to use with its intuitive interface and keyboard shortcuts. The obvious features are there, of course, like importing and exporting video, a timeline that shows you the video you want to edit, and the ability to move bits of your film here and there. What's in the toolbox? Automatically enhance your video with a click of this magic wand that changes your video and audio slightly to make it a bit better as color correction, balance, etc. You can make manual changes by heading over to Adjust. This is where you'll find familiar editing features such as volume, noise reduction, equalizer, color correction, color balance, cropping, stabilization, video effects and sound effects. You can find this option right in the timeline for easy access. Auto upload to iCloud. This feature makes it quick and easy to get your clips hosted online, but you're limited to 15-minute videos. Drag and drop a clip on top of another to quickly create a straightaway cut to the next clip, green or blue screen, split screen, or create picture-in-picture edits. Slow clips down by 50%, or speed them up to 20 times their original speed. You can also create instant replays. You can share directly via Facebook, YouTube, email, iMovie Theater or other options. Software number 2, Lightworks. Whether you've heard of Lightworks or not shouldn't concern you. This video editing software has been developed over decades and has been used to edit feature-length films you've probably seen, unless you hate good movies like Pulp Fiction, Moulin Rouge and The King's Speech. To be fair, that was the pro version of Lightworks. However, there's a free version meant for home users that's, yes, limited, but still has powerful features. Originally, Lightworks was only available for Windows users, but it's been made available for Mac and Linux users, too. The biggest downside of the free version of Lightworks is debatable. Some editors claim it's the lack of audio editing tools, while others complain about the lack of support. Either way, you should remind yourself that this is free software. It's safe to assume you get the basic editing tools of any video editing software. What's in the toolbox? You get basic titling effects such as fade and typewriter effects for your video titles. All of the supported formats in Pro are also supported in the free version, and there's a long list, including VCAM, MPEG formats, Avid, VCAM HD, Apple ProRes. Exporting is more limited. You can export to MPEG-4 with a max resolution of 1280 x 720, and you can upload directly to YouTube. Color correction, blurs, masks and others. You get more than 100 presets of effects you can apply to your video in real time. There's no need to hit Ctrl and S over and over. Lightworks auto-saves your work often. You can easily sync edits from multicam footage and see everything in the viewer for flawless syncing. You can apply a mark and play the clip, and when you stop playing, an end mark is automatically added wherever you left off. If you're coming from professional video editors such as Final Cut Pro or Avid, you can choose these keyboard shortcut layouts until you're ready to use Lightworks style. Software number 3, Avidemux. There's free, and then there's free. What we're talking about is open source software, and Avidemux is the super free version. This means you can use the free software on any operating system, including Windows, Mac and Linux. What this also means is that you can add your own code and modify the program, but let's focus on the editing functions of this program. The developers constantly update Avidemux with bug fixes and new features, so if you choose this software for video editing, be sure to check for updates frequently. The biggest benefit of using this free software is that there is no paid version, so you aren't losing out on features you could have if you paid for a heftier version. Also, the developers take suggestions from users often, so you could see future features you're longing for. For all the features and tools, though, this is still free software and it lacks what many professional video editors offer. What's in the toolbox? Add a logo, rotate your clips, crop, fade in and out, change brightness, contrast and color correctness, alter hue and saturation, eliminate color ghosting. Just like in everyone's favorite photo editing software, you can sharpen, blur, add a Gaussian blur, adjust high-frequency video noise, add hard-coded subtitles to your video, they cannot be turned off, and choose the color, font, size and position. Software number 4, Blender. This is another big name in the open-source video editing software game. This software is touted as one of the best free video editing programs because it lends itself well to video, animation and even video game creation. Blender is one of the more robust free applications and allows for much more than just film editing. Compare Blender's video editing tools to the other software out there and you'll see that it holds up. Although video editing isn't its focus, it doesn't seem to lack the features that others have. You can use Blender on a PC that's running Windows or Linux, or you can use it on a Mac. It's also worth mentioning that many filmmakers and animators have created original, full-length films and animated movies using Blender. What's in the toolbox? Remove parts of a video or replace those bits with another piece of video. Add the tracks you want, see their waveforms in the timeline with your video, and mix away. Change the saturation and hue, brightness and contrast, and more. Fade in and out, flip, cross and gamma cross, glow, transform, wipe. Change speed of video for slow motion, or speed it up for comedic effect. Software number 5, Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve. Hollywood editors love Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve. Colorists use DaVinci Resolve to grade films like X-Men Days of Future Past, and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Professionals likely snap up the paid version, but the free version is almost as feature-rich and powerful as the pro version. What's different about DaVinci Resolve is its developers' willingness to include features and tools from other video editing software, but with their own spin. If you're editing a feature-length film, you're looking at many hours of editing, so any shortcuts to save you time are welcome, and DaVinci Resolve has them. The free version of DaVinci Resolve is packed with nearly the same number of features as the studio version that costs about $1,000 for a single license. What's in the toolbox? You can add up to 16 audio tracks per clip, and DaVinci Resolve offers a feature to auto-sync audio with video, desaturation, white balance, color correction, brightness, contrast, etc. You can also save settings you like and apply them to other clips. Displays both clips when you're edit trimming. DaVinci Resolve predicts editing tools you need based on where you hover your cursor over a clip in your timeline. Select several clips and apply the same edit across the board. As powerful as these free video editing programs are, there are situations in which you need a bigger, more feature-filled, faster software that's available. When you're color grading and editing a full-length feature film, you may need collaborative workflow options, specific noise reduction or effects that you just can't get in the free versions. If the free versions aren't enough, and you need access to tools and features to help you with your burgeoning film editing career, be sure to check for student prices. Many software companies offer deep discounts. For example, Avid offers students a single license for only $299, with annual upgrade option at only $99, a fraction of the retail price. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to the channel.